most of you never see me doing this because that is my chaos, and this is Brandon's chaos, and he's much better than I am. So, so basically, we thought, give a little background. Daniel is Daniel Spolar with Project Pinball's here. He's going to be with the dedication tomorrow, and basically, after the dedication, he's going to head back. So tonight was really the only night he could really be here. So we thought we'd just stream Little Turtles, and doesn't matter. All right, so you're on. You hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so so after the dedication, Daniel's heading back home, back to Bonita Springs, Florida, where it's a much warmer environment right now, right?
That's what I hear.
So, how are you enjoying your stay in Siberia?
It's quite a shock to the system. My blood is used to the Florida weather for sure, but no complaints. Because after tomorrow, I'm headed south.
And some of us would probably like to hitch a ride back with you because after a few days of this, it's just nuts. Everybody gets kind of cranky, and you can't go out and really do anything. So, I mean,
it is a shock to the system.
Yeah.
When you're in the hotel and the doors open to the outside, it's like a cold blast, and there's nothing
if you're not
that could prepare.
And if you're not awake, you will be quick.
Yeah, my goodness.
So for some background, Daniel went from Florida all the way out to Indisk and Riverside to Indisk, was out there, and then last week was at the Phoenix Children's Hospital for their dedication. And after you get back, what's on your agenda besides not driving?
Well,
just enjoy some quiet time. How's that without driving?
Well, while we're on the tour, I'm still doing business, trying to line up other locations, other children's hospital, Ronald McDonald homes. So it's never ending. So when I get back, I'll probably unpack the suitcase, just get back into the office and get things done.
Well, good. So you're not you just go right back. You just go right back into it then.
Yeah, because for one, I've been accused of being a workaholic all my life, and this is what I enjoy. I was a general contractor for many, many years, and I gave that up to do this full time.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
Yeah.
And it's rewarding because every minute, every hour, every week, every year that I put into this, I could see the charity growing and just people benefiting by it. So it makes me work that much harder, especially you're going to be joining us for the dedication. You'll see why.
Yeah.
You'll see the joy that just, happens in that room and how people gravitate to a pinball machine for the first time. It's just truly amazing.
Yeah, even the people here, when they walk by, they're like, they grab, even if they don't play, they're sitting there just looking at it like Venom, Elvira, Laser Ball. Yeah. This is, they have Led Zeppelin. They're just enamored with what's going on here. What is, pinball is come to this level. So,
well, we get the question all the time when we say that we want to place a pinball machine maybe in a children's hospital. People ask me, are they still making pinball machines? Because they're not used to, seeing the modern machines, or they're not around it. Yeah. And I get to introduce them to all these great titles.
Yeah. So you were in Phoenix last week, and we were, we saw the pictures, and we were just like, that is incredible. The amount of work, the amount of attention the Electric Bat Arcade and Starfighter and all them came together to raise funds, and then the dedication is just unreal. We were more than impressed. But is there one that you've done that you thought, I don't know that this would ever top a dedication with that level of excitement and characters and the people involved?
Well, the way I look at it is every single dedication was meaningful for what it offered, for the people that we introduced pinball into their lives. Some of these kids and their parents never seen a pinball before. They never plunged a pinball into play or played, a full game. So we were offering that to them, a whole new world. But let me put it this way, there has not been a dedication that I've been disappointed with.
Okay. I think
Never,
maybe I might have put you on
never.
the spot on that, but
No.
for us, it was just like, that is an incredible dedication they did.
See, if people aren't aware of the dedication that happened with Phoenix, it was a Star Wars pinball machine. And Stephanie was working hand in hand with me. She works for the Child Life Department in that hospital. She surprised me with the Star Wars Legion actually being there.
So you didn't know?
So I did not know.
Oh, well, cool.
She told me that she had some things in the works, but we were introduced to some of it as soon as we entered. Like they had some ribbon up, and they said that they were going to do a lightsaber ribbon cutting. And I thought that was cool, and I was thinking that was what she was talking about. But she kept these people in the back room until it was ready.
Oh, wow.
And then they played the Star Wars theme, and they came marching out. It was Kylo Ren,
Yeah.
his stormtroopers, a Jawa, and a officer, Imperial officer as well. And I'm like, whoa. She really kept
Yeah.
that under lock and key. I did not know. So it was special in that way that she was able to surprise me. But the best thing about that dedication was the actors that they had were interacting with the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were playing the Star Wars pinball machine.
With their mask on.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way I could play pinball with that stuff on there, but they were doing it.
Well, it's so funny that you said that because the stormtroopers were actually playing. And later, after the dedication, I'm like, I have to try out one of your helmets. And it was like a slit. I was wondering how they could actually see the play field, with that little, visor. It was, something else.
Yeah.
But
I was impressed.
to go back to it, all the
Yeah.
dedications are special because it's about the kids, it's about the families, it's about leaving a machine in the family room for people to come to and use for therapeutic and beneficial time.
Yeah.
So there's 71 of them right now. They're all meaningful, every single one.
Yeah. I didn't mean to call you out like
No.
as a which one was the best? I mean, you can tell us which one, but I mean, they're all special, and
Well, if you look at my business card, on the back of it, there was a photograph of a dedication that happened in Neptune, New Jersey. And it brought me to tears. The child comes in, looks very unwell, was yellow from jaundice. He had his cart with him. He was actually getting chemotherapy right at that moment. They had to pour it in the back of his hand, and we were supposed to play pinball, but they were worried about the port. So we did split flipper. He got on one side, I got on the other. Well, he was on the right. So he plunged the ball in. He never played pinball, so I was telling him, here's the first ball. It's going to come down. We're going to work as a team. And after the second game, he knew pretty much how to play pinball. We shot a ball in, and all of a sudden it ran right home. And I said, oh, man. He's like, don't worry. That was our second ball. And I'm like, whoa, he's put all this together. So his child life specialist came in, and knocked me right out of the way. She used to play pinball down on the boardwalk. She knew all about it. So she knocked me out of the way, started playing as a team with this child, and all of a sudden the smile just shows up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's so fantastic. This child did not look well, was not feeling well, and all of a sudden just a big smile. So I'm fumbling with my phone, and I take a picture, and that's what's on the back of the card. But after the dedication, a lady comes up to me and says, I have not seen my son smile in 3 weeks. And she starts crying. I'm like brought to tears myself, and she's holding my arm, and I'm holding her shoulder, and we just cried together because, you know, he had nothing to smile about until that moment that pinball entered his life. And, you know, how can you top that? So each dedication is special in their own way.
Yeah.
I don't need, you know, the Legion to show up to make it special.
Just getting their reaction, the kids' reaction is
Exactly.
better than that. Yeah, but it was really cool. If anybody out there on the chat has a question, I'll try to look over. I'm really not good. The guy behind me is much better at this than I am, but I'm kind of giving him a break so he can go play. So we've got to talk earlier today, but and I didn't ask you earlier, but what is Project Pinball, since you're a 501c3? What is maybe your biggest obstacle in the realm of, you got a location? What's other than trying to raise money? Is there another obstacle that y'all have to face?
Well, it's a balance of all things. It's funny that you said money, because we're in the perpetual state of raising money, because that's how the charity moves forward with its mission. What's nice about our charity, and I like to express this, is money raised in the local community stays there. We have means for our overhead. There's people that tithe money so that charity could operate. Every business, every charity has overhead. So we have donors that pay towards that. So it allows us to reward the people raising money. So 100% of the money stays local to return back into the community. And like I like to say, our Florida charity becomes local. Like when we were out in California just recently for the Indus pinball tournament, the money that we raise there is going to stay in California.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense to transport money.
Just kind of spread it out.
Yeah.
You know, it's here in California, it stays in California. Tulsa or Oklahoma, it stays in Oklahoma.
That way people working to help our charity could feel the impact and see it in their own backyards.
Yeah.
And that's why it's super important for us to get that out there. There's a lot of charities that might take in money, but you never really feel the impact.
Yeah.
We want this to be known. We want people to see that we're transparent with what we do.
Of course.
Go out to our Facebook page and, you know, Facebook/Project Pinball, and we try to, you know, pretty much film everything.
Yeah.
It's if a hospital allows us to do so. We love Facebook Live. That way we could transport everybody there with us during the dedication. And we wish everybody could be there.
Yeah.
It's a great time. But I think one of the hugest hurdles is at times talking to non-pinball people in the hospitals. You call them up, and especially if they do not know anything about the charity, we say, hey, we want to place pinball machines in your hospital. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
You want to do what?
Yeah. Do you, when you bring up another point I was going to ask is, do you have any trouble with those folks that say, well, what's in it? How much is this going to cost us? That's the thing that I think a lot of people, I don't know, maybe a misconception is that, you know, we want to put something in your location, but it's not going to cost you anything. You're not going to be, it's not your job to do the maintenance. It's not your job to keep it up. It's
See, if we could get to that part,
yeah, that's
you know, we have to introduce what a modern pinball machine is a lot of times. And we have to make that connection to therapeutic, beneficial, and all these things that could happen in that setting.
yeah,
Because why would you want to place a pinball machine if it was just going to be like an arcade game room?
yeah,
They don't understand why that should happen, but then we say therapeutic, beneficial. Your parents or patients are going to use it, siblings, their parents, grandparents, doctors, nurses, whoever comes in contact could have that, you know, relief.
yeah,
And, you know, if we can make that connection, then we say this is a worry-free program. Once we place it at no cost to you, we do the maintenance for the life of the machine
yeah,
with no hidden cost. If the machine breaks down, needs parts, our charity takes care of it. We understand that you in the hospital have a busy schedule. We don't want to add to it.
yeah,
So once they hear that, usually if we could get to that dialogue, it's pretty much a success
yeah.
that we you know, could build on.
You know, for a lot of people, these aren't laptops. They're huge, 250-pound machines, and so, you know, I wonder sometimes that to them that's like intimidating.
Oh, it's monstrous.
You know, you've lifted more than a few, so you know, and we all have here too. So it's like, you know, for them, I'm like, they're probably thinking, I really don't know that I want that kind of physical excursion.
If you look at the pinball machine, the head on it is huge. And it's supposed to be to attract players or people to put money into the machine from across the room.
Yeah,
So when people are unfamiliar with a modern pinball machine, they don't understand the footprint. So what we have is a template that you lay on the floor. It's 22.5 inches wide, 54.5 inches long, away from the wall. Within 3 feet of a typical outlet helps.
yeah,
And so we lead them through that, and they're like, oh my God, it's not that big. It looks monstrous.
When you look, yeah, but which reminds me, I still have your template. So
Oh, really?
do you want me to bring that tomorrow?
Yes.
I mean,
we could always use
I
it.
told Tosh says, "Oh, just keep it, and we'll tell you where to ship it when it's time." And I'm like, "Okay, no problem." And it's. I saw it on my desk today. And I was like, "I need to ask Daniel, just in case if he wants it, I can bring it. Otherwise, I can keep it and ship it when you guys are ready. But it's up to you."
See, it makes it easier for people to understand that a pinball machine is not that big.
Yeah. It
In their
looks
mind,
that way,
it's
but
like,
it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really not that big.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, is there any questions out there? Trying to tilt pinball said, congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And Try to Tilt's in Oklahoma City, and he streams. Try to Tilt streams as well, and he has I believe he has a vast array of the. Somebody was asking me about the FX pinball machines, and I guess that's more computer based. Obviously, it's emulator of all the pins and everything. I haven't gotten into that yet. I got enough things to do here, so. But we were talking at lunch today about the inclusive GameWorks controller that you used at Pinball Expo, and I said I asked you about Roger Sharp playing with it, Escher, Dalton, and I'm like, so how did they do with that?
Well, like I described
Because
to
they're
everybody.
competitive. They're competitive, but
Because as a tournament player I used to be, yes, it takes the physical nature away from it. Your nudging skills is nullified, and you have to shoot better.
Yep.
So as an introduction to a tournament player, like at the Index show, I would always say it's harder, but it makes you shoot better.
Yeah.
Because you have to rely on making your shot, so you don't have to fight for recovery. You're not shaking the machine. You're not trying to get control back. And as a result, it made me a better shooter.
Yeah.
Because it slowed down my thinking, and say, okay, I need to find out where this shot is on the flipper. So, you know, I'm sure that it's not the same as playing pinball, holding the machine, but no one complained because they understood that it might not be built for them.
Yeah.
It was built for a person that
Otherwise,
doesn't have the, you know,
opportunity.
advantage to, not advantage, that's the wrong word, the ability to hold the machine. So, you know, it was built for Zach. He's out in Denver, and his friends built it for him so he could join them at the arcade.
Yeah.
So they have 10 machines lined up, and they have a communication port in the front. They plug in the controller, and Zach could join everybody playing pinball. So it was built for a reason. It's something that we've seen in the hospital dedications where, you know, some people had surgery that they were, you know, they couldn't play with one hand because it was in a sling. So we did split flipper, but now they could hold the controller and play one-handed. A person in the wheelchair could, you know, come up to a machine and play as well. So we're offering it to every location that we can. It's just, you know, it's going to take some time.
There's a cost, like everything, but
Yeah.
we talked about it earlier. And to, you know, at some point, our local people, just so you know, that's coming down the line, that we'll start doing some stuff with that, so we can get one of those at Ronald McDonald House.
I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, because we're here all the time, and we, you know, you go to a different location, and you don't know that those people, you might have somebody who is in a wheelchair who can't play or has an injury that they'd like to play. So
that is true.
So
and there's some kids that could benefit by that as well, because we all seen it where a small child is, you know, reaching, you know, stretching their bodies to hit both flippers, and then, you know, they could play with the controller.
And we have some local people whose kids have played, and it's been hard for them because they're smaller to reach up there and really see what's going on. So yeah, you know, they could be easier. One of the things I was thinking about, you know, that was a struggle for me was on finding a location. What are some good, even if we don't have you all really doing that work, what are some good tips or pointers that folks out there, you know, well, this is something I like to do, but how do I do that? What's a good route to do that, to find a place, whether it's a children's hospital, Ronald McDonald House, or what have you?
Well, it took us several years to learn the dialogue to use. And I mean, the thing is, we have passion, right? As a pinball enthusiast to another, we use that passion to talk about our hobby or sport. And sometimes that's overwhelming for other people that do not understand why we hold that passion. So sometimes you have to slow it down. And if you're going to try to do this, there's several things that you have to, you know, slow down and tell them why you would want to do it, not about your passion that you have for it. It's like a disconnection, trying to look at it through their eyes. A lot of people think that we just show up at the dedication and here we are. It was a lot of work to get everything organized, especially going into a children's hospital. There's a lot of hoops to jump through. There's a legal department. We sign contracts. Anytime that we have a machine that we place, it's not actually donated, the machine. We donate the use of the machine. And if you aren't from the pinball world, it would be like, why don't you just donate the machine? Well, a pinball machine breaks down. If it was donated, we would have to go through the red tape of actually working on it, fixing it. So we just say, hey, we're going to donate the use of a machine. That way we're responsible for the upkeep, the maintenance, and everything on that machine. We don't have to ask permission of the hospital and find out who we need to talk to at any given time for access to the machine to keep it up and running for the patients. So if you look at how we started as a charity, it was a pinball machine that was donated to the hospital. After 2.5 years, they couldn't find anybody to keep it running for the patients in, that family room until, I basically came along and seen the broken machine and we restored it. And that's how the idea of placing pinball machines in hospitals came from. I could see the benefit from that very first machine of what it provided for that family room. So, I would say if anybody wants to try to do this, call me and I could work you through the steps. I helped other charities form across the world at this point that like what we do, and they found out it wasn't so easy. So I kind of help them. I'm their cheerleader. Pretty much, there's a charity that we're really close to in France, and it's called Light in the Eyes, meaning joyful delight. They just placed their third machine, I believe. We're trying to help people in Germany, the Netherlands. A person called me from Australia at 4 in the morning, no doubt. They asked me if we had a division down there. Just contact us, because if we can't do it, we try to help people because it needs to be done for, these locations, for the families that are in Ronald McDonald Homes and, Children's Hospital. Yeah. It just, it's so beneficial. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, just one more thing out there while they're staying, just it gives them something else to do besides, maybe sit there and watch TV or read a book. They've got more than a few choices out there. That just adds one more element, and it's a little more excitement for them than
well, the kids
the
have
Xboxes and the PlayStations and the VRs. So
they have that at home. The PlayStations, Xboxes, nothing wrong with that. I've seen families come together on the sofa and they play. But with pinball, as we know out there, it's very physical.
Yes.
You can't sit on your sofa and play a game of pinball. You can't stay in bed, maybe in the hospital. They're trying to get the child motivated when they're going through a lot of difficulty. They want to stay in bed. I mean, who doesn't? When you're feeling sick, you're like, you don't want to, here I come world. And, you just want to remain in bed. So sometimes a pinball could be a great motivator to get the kids dressed, to get the hard work done, and then rewarded by playing pinball. And again, it's a physical element. You have to stand there or, be in front of a machine to enjoy the benefits. It's not like a video game on your phone or tablet.
No, it's not. And this was a story that I hadn't told that, 6-7 years ago when we got back into this. I'd been around pinball and arcades since I was a kid, but my oldest, who's now 21, back when it started to come, we were starting to see things about, Galagas and barcades and pinball coming back. He saw a Galaga machine and he's like, "Hey, were you telling me about these?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we went over and played, and he was like, "Man, that's hard." I'm like, "Yeah, that's not like these Xbox games, dude. You can't just continue forever. You're one and done after a while, So that's what got it back. So he fell in love with the old retro Pac-Man and Galaga and Donkey Kong because it created a bigger challenge for him. So, pinball is the same way if you allow it to beat you. If it's they say it's a game of hand-eye coordination and skill, but at the same time, you can at some point control the game if you work at it.
Well, my friends would be going to the arcade with me. And I tried Tron, I tried Pac-Man, I tried Space Invaders, and I was bad. I mean, my quarter would be gone in a split second.
Yeah.
And so I got good at, parting from my friends and saying, I'll be over on the pinball machines because I could get, more
Your
value for
money's
my
worth.
quarter.
Yeah.
So there was a separation at that time. And, yeah, those games were hard.
Oh.
I wasn't one to memorize the patterns.
No, I wasn't either.
If
I could just get to the next level on one quarter, I was happy.
Yeah.
I was totally happy. So, let me get my cheat sheet out because we talked about it. Okay, here's what I want. All right, Jaws is coming out. You've seen it. Have you played it?
I have not.
What do you think of it? We have several of these guys. Like I was telling you earlier today, I didn't tell you, we've got their L1 groupies. I mean, they are so enamored with what he comes out with, and they're clamoring to play it. And we're like, it looks pretty cool. We haven't played it yet. We're not sure if we'll like it, considering if it's going to be really hard. But what do you think?
I like the looks of it.
Yeah.
Of course, Elwyn's king.
It's crazy.
His layouts are always fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Iron Maiden, Jurassic Park, Godzilla is amazing. Jaws looks to be more the same.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. I think, well, it's not what I think. I heard a lot of people disappointed that the shark doesn't eat the ball.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm like, okay.
I thought we were putting that to rest.
Let's get past that and let's shoot the game and see how it plays. I think everybody expected after the T-Rex ate the ball, so to speak, that there would be more of the same. But, I think a good shooting game doesn't need that, one and done.
Yeah.
I mean, you do it one time and you're like, okay, let's move on. Let's play pinball. I just think it wasn't needed. It looks to be some good shots. You won't be able to tell until you place a ball and actually shoot it, but I like the fin.
Yeah.
I was watching the video. The light display with that looks amazing.
Yeah.
I love the artwork. A lot of people are bashing on that, but man, I love it.
There's
it's
always
immersive.
something. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a fishing village in the background. I love that. It puts you right into the movie.
Well, and I remember when Deadpool came out, and that's a George Gomez. I was out in Michigan traveling with work when that came out, and one of the first places up there was in Traverse City, Michigan. I had it, played it, and I told one of these guys, and I said, "This is the worst game I've ever played. The flow is just weird. I don't get it." But then I did get it because you can't have that same flow. You've got to have a little different, especially with these competitive play. The flow, when it throws everybody off, I mean, that's what you want. You don't want people sitting there playing it all day long.
Well, I heard the same thing about people being introduced to Foo Fighters.
Oh.
Because the flow is crazy.
Yeah.
You got it, coming back to the flippers so quickly with some of these shots.
Yeah.
They weren't prepared for it.
We weren't either.
I felt it played like Godzilla, where, it was a fast-flowing game.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed it. But I did hear a lot of people say, man, they were, like, put off by how quick it played and how the flow was. I'm like, man, that's why I like it.
Yeah, it's
because it's not more the same.
I think that's why a lot of these guys are they're clamoring to play it. They're like, oh, well, I want to see how this flows. How's this flow? How's this,
Well, the katana shot on Deadpool was amazing.
Yes.
To make it up into that ball lock, that's that's a great feat of engineering there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I like it for what it is.
Vivi, it's a pro. The Guardians is a pro. Vivi's one of our local ones. All right, so Moving on from Jaws.
That's a great machine, though. The Guardians is a great machine.
It's a Borg.
I love playing it.
Yeah, it's Borg. You know, it's got some bounces. It'll get you if you're not careful. Moving on from Jaws and that theme, does Daniel have a dream theme out there? What is a thing? We've all got a theme out there that we're like, man, I really wish they would do this. Okay, here's mine. I'm from the old 80s, 90s rock. I want a Motley Crue. I know there's people sick of the rock and themes and Elton John's and Led Zeppelin, but to me that'd be my dream theme. Now, is it going to happen? I don't know, but that's mine.
You know, I never really thought about that. You know, what title I would like. I mean, even the question came out on Facebook that I seen that people were asking, what machine would you want Stern to remake with a video display? Mm-hmm. And machines came up like Metallica, Tron, and, you know, a couple other ones, and Walking Dead. And I'm like, man, I'll just take it as it comes.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those people that when someone asks me, what's your favorite game? I don't have a favorite game because it's like, okay, are you talking about the Williams EMs of the 70s favorite game? Or is it of the 80s favorite game made by, because there's so many great games out there.
Yeah. Oh,
Do I play certain games more than others at, you know, a given time? Yeah. Like, you know, I might binge on Godzilla, you know, for a couple of days, and then I move on. But it doesn't mean that I like another game less. Mm-hmm. I do have an extensive collection of pinball machines, and they range from EMs to modern. I just did buy the Elvira machine, the Blood Red Kiss, and it looked amazing. It really did. I loved what they did. I loved the black and white artwork with the red highlights. Yeah. And I never had a chance to really shoot that game. Mm-hmm. When it first came out, I wanted to buy one because I love the artwork. I love the Haunted Mansion. And I love Norman's layout. And plus Lyman Sheets did the code on it. So I needed to get another one. Then they came out with the 40th, and they wanted a little too much money for me. Yeah. But they just came out with the LE, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get one of those and see how it plays. So I'm looking forward to that. But no, I do not have a title which I would say be all, end all. Okay. You know, I think I'm like everybody else. There's popular themes out there. I think they could really do a Three Stooges, you know, pinball machine great, but, you know, would that have the curb appeal that, like, Godzilla is having? I mean, there's, like, a movie that came out last month and another Godzilla movie. So that could bring in the younger generation or even people that like Godzilla but never played pinball. Yeah. So it could be that bridge. So I don't know. There's many of titles out there where I'm like, my goodness, that makes sense. Yeah. You know, so I don't know. I don't have a favorite theme out there.
Fair enough. You know. Yeah.
I do like bikes and everything, but how would that translate into pinball? Like I throw myself into riding my bike for 100 miles.
Well, the Carnage shot on Venom, you could hit that and the bicycle could go up. Other than that, I'm not sure, but I don't know.
Yeah, that would be interesting. The Tour de France pinball.
There you go.
There you go.
So tomorrow we're doing the
Well, hold on.
Okay.
See, he puts me on the spot, but what about you? What would your theme that you would like to see?
Well, I said Motley Crue because I'm an 80s, 90s rock, and that's I don't know how they would do that. Of course, you have to be careful. They're not exactly kid-friendly with the music, and I get that, but
well, every machine doesn't have to be kid-friendly.
I understand. Yeah, that's true. You know, Rob Zombie's one of those. Yeah. There's another one with that's out there. I think maybe Foo Fighters has a little bit, but
Well, Iron Maiden, it has the devil right on the.
Well, that's true from a horror standpoint, I guess. But the thing, there's not any language in it, which is that's fine. It's kind of scary looking, but I don't know. I would say Motley Crue. I know Jared is he just thinks they're one of our other guys. He's up in Bartlesville. Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Or Back to the Future. And I'm like, yeah, that thing works for you. Great. Go for it. I don't know that it does that for me. But, until you play them too, you might fall in love with, that kind of thing. Just even if you're not a big fan of that music or that theme, you could still fall in love with it.
What was funny was Foo Fighters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know the band's out there, but if you said to save your life you have to name one Foo Fighter song, I would have been dead.
Well, Teddy and Olivia, my daughter, they would have won.
Game.
Yes,
it's a great game.
I love the flow of it.
I didn't need to know the band to enjoy the game. So.
Yeah.
But there's other hopeful, themes that I thought was kind of flat.
Yeah.
Out there. So I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
I think that could have been better.
Yeah. Yeah. So tomorrow is at 2:00 is our dedication at the Ronald McDonald House. We're excited, but we're nervous. We've never done this before. You've done this a few times. So
why would you be nervous?
I don't know.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
We're anxious to get there and I don't know. It's just I don't know. We're just nervous about it. I don't know in the sense that I hope they're excited for it and that this might bring in some more of excitement for pinball for the people who will come there. And we've been fortunate to we've cooked some dinners there, got to see around the place after the last year or so, and get to learn really a lot about the families that are there. When we thought of the Ronald McDonald House, we thought of sick babies and toddlers and kids. And the truth be told, it's a lot of teenage and adolescents that are going through issues from substance abuse or mental health issues, and their parents and their families are staying there. And so it was like, wow, it's like, I don't know, kind of eye-opening in that sense that it's not just kids. It's kids that are teenagers and beyond. So
we were introduced to the Ronald McDonald Home through just our, how can I put it? In the beginning, we focused on children's hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were in the community and we could not get into the hospital. So we said, okay, what about the Ronald McDonald Home? So we approached them. We pretty much asked them, give us the quick story on, what you guys provide for the community. And they did. And it really opened up my eyes.
Yeah.
So when I went there for the first time, they gave me the grand tour. And I seen all the detail that they put into providing a home for people away from their home so they could focus on taking care of their child.
Uh-huh.
And you're talking basic needs, like providing food for their family. They'll actually cook meals, like you said,
yes,
or give you the opportunity to, maybe take over their kitchen and cook there as well. The hospital had a kosher, or the Ronald McDonald House had a kosher kitchen as well. And I'm like, wow, they're really thinking about the families out there. And it's like a hotel room, but the families need to take care of their hotel room, but they provide laundry on the premise and just great support.
Mm-hmm.
If a family had a busy schedule over at the hospital or elsewhere, they would actually text or call the families and see if they would be joining for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
If not, they would set a plate aside in the refrigerator for when they came home.
Yeah.
Because if you're in a situation like that, especially as a parent, you're focused on your child and sometimes not, what you need for nourishment or for your well-being. So I really feel that the Ronald McDonald House is a great charity. And
Yeah.
we try to do everything that we can.
Yeah, we were the first time that we did it. Teddy and I and Mike and several of us were there, and they were telling us about, and we were just floored about the amount of goes into helping these families, the businesses and the community in large, even just in Tulsa, that they provide, whether they're donating soap or they're donating towels or they're donating their time to do landscaping or clean up, or St. Francis had a lot of their people putting up their holiday decorations in December. So it's they say it takes a village, and boy, it does. They're very appreciative of everything that they receive from the community. So,
and they do a great service for the families
yeah.
that they dedicate themselves to.
Yeah, they do.
So for us to be donating this, pinball machine tomorrow, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think it's going to be great. I wouldn't be nervous about it. The excitement will take over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a time to be joyful, that we could provide this. And it goes back to the community allowing us to have the means to do so.
Yes.
And, Tulsa was not on our radar until you guys contacted us and said, hey, we need to make this happen. So I put it out there to everybody. If you have a need in your backyard, get a hold of us.
Yeah.
That's how we move across the country like this. Because, there's over 700 children's hospitals out there. They're not all associated with Children's Hospital. They have pediatric care. But if you're to ask me, do I know about this hospital in your backyard? Chances are that I do not, unless it's on our list already.
Yeah.
Because there's so many. There's over 178 Ronald McDonald homes across our nation also.
That's a lot.
So that's a lot of sites. And like I said, I put it out there. If you know of a need in your backyard, contact us. And, that way we start discussion where it puts it on our radar to see if we can make it happen.
Yeah.
So that's how it happens.
Well, we'll get rid of the butterflies for tomorrow, and be we'll be
It's
excited.
going to be
just,
great.
And going, we had 2 silent auctions, raised close to $4,000. We had a lot of people donate stuff, bid on stuff, come and play. We had events where you donated $20 and you got to play for as long as you wanted.
I think that's great.
And the biggest thing for us is trying to keep things interesting. I don't want to say interesting. I want to, say
You could say that.
engaged.
Keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Engaged to where you'll have your community and your friends and your family come, because we want to get. They're donating, but we want to give some kind of benefit to them that they, you're getting something out of this in some
Sure.
ways. So.
Well, that's the best kind.
Yeah.
And people contact us and say, how do I hold a fundraiser?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be pinball-centric. It could be, a bank sale. Remember in school?
Yes.
We used to do the bank sales, and if you're good at banking, have a bank sale. Having pinball tournaments, it might not be for everybody.
Yeah. It's true.
There's a lot of tournaments out there that would be intimidating for the person for the first time, walking into that setting. So I say do whatever comes natural for the fundraising and keep it fun.
Okay.
Keep it fun out there. What you did with the entry, That's the best way to do it. That way people know their donation is going to be $20 to get in. And if they, have that fun, while they're there, that's well worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, just like going to a movie, right?
Yeah.
You're handing over money to be entertained, and I think it's the same thing. And I hope they feel good, that they understand that it's going to help, families in their community.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to, we're going to keep the stream going, but I'm going to let Daniel go play a little bit and kind of visit and do his thing. We're going to try not to keep everybody out too late because, it's cold out there for one. And two, there's some spots out there a little slick. Some of us have to drive further than where we're going. So we're going to play a little bit. We'll keep the stream going. And then, I don't know. I'll leave it up to Brandon when he's ready to raid somebody else. But we'll come and check in if you have any questions. But otherwise, we're going to kind of sign off on the interview and let Daniel play a little bit or just hang out and do whatever he wants. So, in other words, in the meantime, though, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, Facebook Live.
Yeah, go to Facebook/Project Pinball, and it'll come up live. And, if you have any questions, by all means, contact us, projectpinballcharity@gmail. Ask your question or...
there are no stupid questions. I learned that real quick. Taj was very gracious and said, "Oh, no, that's a great question." So, yeah.
And we're trying to get another Jaws LE.
Oh, are you really?
So, yeah, the other one sold out.
It was quick, yeah.
Yeah, very quick. So we're having trouble locating another one because they're selling out big time. But if we do get another machine, hopefully it'll be Thursday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time that it'll launch.
Okay.
So we'll see.
All right.
If people want it, we think that's fun. The raffles, if everybody seen them, and the understanding is it's a 50-50 raffle.
Yeah.
Because we're purchasing a machine to give as a prize, and other money comes to the charity and helps us place pinball machines.
Yeah.
100% of that money goes into our placement program. That way, when people are trying to raise money for a community, we could help add to that through the raffles. And it helps out tremendously. So if you want to try to win a pinball machine, go out on projectpinball.org, and you'll see the raffles that we have there. And you could scroll down and see all the people that won the machines since 2014.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this for almost 10 years now.
I noticed, I don't know the guy, I noticed one of them from, I believe, Wichita won not too long ago. I can't remember what it was, but I recognize his name. I've never met the guy, but somebody from Wichita won like a year or so ago. So, I mean,
well,
you never know.
There's a lot of people that I never met in these raffles, and they come up to me for the first time and say, "Hey, I won one of your machines," and I think that's great.
Well, yeah.
We're just trying to. These machines are becoming more expensive. Every single moment it seems like, and this is a way for people to support a charity and be able to get a machine, given to them.
And being a 501c3, your donation is tax deductible. No, it's not.
No.
Oh, I thought that. I'm sorry.
See,
don't listen to me. See, that's why. Don't listen to me.
Because no, the tax guidelines say that if you're not promised to receive something, I don't know the wording right now.
Okay, that's
because
fine.
You caught me off guard. But
sorry.
no, what it says is if you're suspected a return for your money, you cannot deduct it.
Okay.
Because
my bad.
If you were giving it outright with no hint of anything returning to you, then it would be fine. Or if you gave a donation and you received a prize that was of lesser value, you could deduct the difference.
Okay.
So if I gave you $10 as a donation and you gave me a reward of $5 back, I could donate or write off $5.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a little tricky with that. We've been approached about that numerous times, and we're like, nope.
Okay.
You know, because if you win, you know, then what? So it's not a true donation, so to speak.
Okay.
But we do look at it as a donation because there's a lot of people that enter all the time and they never won. So we're like, thank you for supporting our charity because, you know, they could have used that money elsewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
Any
folks.
questions, by all means, just
not
get a
on-
hold of us.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna go play some Elvira, it looks like, and I'm gonna let Daniel show us how to beat it. Or I'm gonna have him show us how to get the Lyman Sheets achievement because we've had several who have been trying to get it, and we're just it's driving us crazy. We got to get the 240 million. So
I have not played it in 3 years, so it was the old code.
Oh, okay.
And I have not played my new one yet. It's still in the box. So
Oh.
when I get home, so you might be teaching me
How to play it.
this.
Well, we'll try. We'll certainly try to, but we've had the guy on Vivian here. He'd been clamoring to get it, and he finally got it. He was so excited. We were, you know, we were glad he got it. So the rest of us are really trying to get there. So,
Well, you know, tune in to see me play badly. So I'm going to try the best that I can. Thank you, everybody out there.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
you bet. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for coming.
It's going to be great
Yeah.
tomorrow.
We'll get the butterflies out and have a good time.
Well, you seen the turtles earlier.
Yeah,
it
I
was
got
in
a
the
sneak
back
peek.
of the Pinball.
Got a sneak peek, and like, hey guys, look what I got to see today.
It's
So,
all ready to go. We're going to get there early
Yes.
and try to take it in there and let the machine heat back up.
That's right. It's going to be a little cold, but we're going to have all hands on deck to get it in there as quickly as we can and warm it up.
It's going to be fun. So tune in tomorrow, Facebook Live.
That's right. All right. We're going to go play, and then I'll let Brandon tell us when we sign off. So thanks, guys.
Breaking news! A member of the Washington Press Board has just been bitten by a werewolf. And now it's haunting my house. So grab a silver bullet, darling. No, not a beer. And let's rid the place of these canine correspondents. I'll save you. This time.
Enormous cranium! I'm needed on the red carpet.
Always goes down the middle.
Player one, you're up! Not everybody likes it in the back door, but you do!
Alright, liven up sheets. Do your worst.
Ah, honey, you must be psychic. Now it's time to found the Valley Lodge. As in, this movie is the Valley Lodge mistake?
Undead Fredhead! one of them now?
Night of the Living Dead, the original zombie adventure. Let's trap this crap ASAP. That girl needs serious help. She is too damn serious.
Oh, why are you so mean?
This is going to take a couple minutes. Fear-inducing. A reckless rampage. A powerful force. Shocking a civilization.
Play another game. That's not quite a B movie yet.
Get ready, player 2. You're up next.
Phew.
Here it comes. I'm so excited for you. Bizarre. Beyond human control. Duels, duels, duels.
Hey, that'll play in Peoria. Or at least Sheboygan.
Don't go anywhere just yet. This is not junk.
You know what a Goyle likes.
Hey, bear with me for a minute, folks. I'm cutting your trailer. Flesh and blood. Widespread hysteria. Cave-dwelling creatures.
Oh, that was kind of artsy-fartsy. Mostly fartsy.
Yeah, I was only because
Good old wasted balls.
yeah, like I was trying to get to get your double trouble, you got to collect your stand-up before you light your in lane out lane. Right?
You came back!
So, from what I remember, if you
Player 1.
your hands of fate targets
Yep.
are what lights your double trouble, and then you have to cycle your in lanes. But if you don't time it right, you waste it.
Pretty good at getting in the back door.
Yeah,
Heads up, here it comes.
this mode though.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
That's right, Johnny. And now we're coming to get you and your little zombie friends too. I know you're in there.
Do a good job. Do a good job. Do a good job. Come on. Come on.
Get off my lawn!
lead pipe.
Player one, you're up. Midnight, time for unhappy hour.
Elvira's party punch, please. I'll save you. This time. I thought I heard something.
Respect your elders. I am Torgo. I take care of the place while the master is away.
Since they're done talking, I'm gonna turn the game audio up since there won't be anybody up here. Oh, I saw that coming. All right. Let me know if I need to turn the audio up there. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. I'm talking to you.
showing a goyle a good time. Ball 1 rocked. Oh, I can see you like the back door.
Didn't like that, but I thought it was funny. Take it. All right, now center shot, center
Ball
shot.
2 locked.
The garage, center garage. Garage. Okay. A little archway.
Nice shot. Unskilled, but nice shot.
All right. So I solved that problem. Now it's straight across. Just park the car.
This
That's all we gotta do. Park
tips
the
the
car.
creep factor scales with about a 50.
And we got
out of 10.
gargoyles going wild.
Time to remove this experimental.
All I gotta do is not green right now, right? And then not sub for like 5 minutes. Yeah.
These wild women have been haunting my garage for months. I bet the beer fridge is empty again.
Wild women multi-ball. Jackpot.
Want a match?
Oh, he plays your ball too.
What happened?
He must have played both of his annual.
So now everybody else is fine.
Oh, good. You brought help.
Get ready, player one.
Come on, 2-4. I really want 2-4. Lyman, throw the count in half.
Let's get this guy out of my house before he starts using my tweezers. I think this guy might have fleas.
Ball one, lock.
Moisturize, my friend.
Unfuel the sneaky pig. Must be fleeing peak season.
You now hack your way into the big hunt with broad appeal.
Wild women multi-ball.
Blood wants to suck. Kill your blood.
Jackpot!
Get in there.
Jackpot! My gargoyles know how to flip and flop.
Oh, jackpot! Ooh, another jackpot!
No, I
Werewolf of Washington. Kitty's favorite mode.
Gas prices or werewolf attack?
Salmonus cranium! This will have to wait. I need it on the red carpet.
I'll save you. This time.
Pardon our dust!
Ball one, rocks. I just love hairy guys. We're gonna need a gun and a silver bullet.
Ball two, lock!
President's gonna be all right. He just has a little bite on the neck.
Well, that haunt was a howling success. We probably could have just thrown a phone down the outlane and saved a bunch of time. Lock, backward, front handspring? Impressive.
Railway trash time!
And now for something completely different. This haunt is so wild, it's Wongo. Wild jackpot! Jackpot!
Jackpot! Jackpot!
Jackpot!
Press the button to stop the wheel. Double bonus! Sounds like fun! Just like my wedding night, it was one hell of a ride!
Better rooms need more keys. The guard boils from our security system. They see it all.
They're coming for you.
Lock the door! The foot of building started.
Shoot the left ram!
Wait, is the ray gun making that sound? Here's another one.
Player 2, you're up!
I'm up.
Midnight. Time for unhappy hour. First round's on me.
Oh no.
Come on, give me control, ball. Oh, and then screw it up.
Okay, who's next? I lost track.
You want to set
Player
player 3? You're up.
I do not see that.
Well, see how the numbers are smaller for the other 2 players? And then the numbers, player 3, you're up.
Bro!
Don't
It
go
always
anywhere
does that.
just yet.
I know. Try drinking at the wrong time.
One more ball.
not too excited about it.
Are you scanning in or not?
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I wasn't sure if I wanted to because I haven't played it like 3 years.
Nice to see you again.
I should save the experience for when I unlock it.
No, here you go.
Player 1, you're up.
I gotta scan in. Okay, I'm up first. Killer. Probably gonna get a bonus because, like I said,
It's my last chance.
Player 2, you're up next.
Right here. All starts with me in the back door. Yeah, sharp.
Carl D'Angelo.
It is a Carl D'Angelo design. It sure is. Free charge. What a guy. He's the pinball pride, no doubt. I mean, I don't know how many people can become the pinball just by finding that guy on YouTube, you know? It's so impressive to watch. Learn a lot. Just watching the guy play. You learn a lot about patience.
They're coming for you,
Being able
Barbara.
to control your multi-ball is everything.
That's
No one
right,
really does
Charlie.
that,
And now we're
except for
coming to
very
get
elite.
you and your little zombie friends, too.
Mike wants that LFS badge so bad he can taste it. Pinball's a steal. Andrew P. Bentley, thank you for the follow. Not if anybody hadn't. And Bill from Memphis, thank you for the follow.
And what if zombies were vegetarians? Ball 1, lock. Gee, how many houses do we need?
All right, Mike, what you got?
You can use the front door, you know. My favorite time, trailer crash time.
Trailer trash. All right, center shot. Left ramp, right ramp, center ramp. There you go. Right ramp. Oh, there it is. Center shot. Oh. Oh. Come on. Come on, get it under control. Oh, center shot real early. There it is. All right, collects another 7 million.
I'll take a really Bloody Mary.
Get that in the garage. I think he's got one ball lock. Looks like he's needs another ball lock. Nice stop. Now do that every time. And the ball would never be out of control.
Really stuck the landing. Ram.
All right, Werewolf of Washington. Got left and right orbit shots to start it. Nice tip over. All right, ball 2 lock.
Ball 2, lock.
One more. All right, right here it is. Oh! Working on them targets. All right, timed out. You gotta start. Go back to the left orbit, right orbit. Restart it.
Don't let him out.
Oh, it timed out. Good save.
It's like a circus.
All right, I was gonna say, you need one more to open the house. Chris is up.
So is Alex the only one who's
Player three,
got the
you're
binding
up.
sheets? Eric doesn't have the sheets? Man, we gotta play better.
We gotta play better. That is no lie. That's all right. If anyone will do it, it'll be Chris.
Go back to your own planet.
Pick up a trunk lock.
Stuff is classic.
Oh. Oh, I'm up.
Player four, just waiting on you.
240, yeah. You got it. A score I've never got on this game. It's always the first time for everything. Where with the
I
Washington?
am Torgo. I take care of the place while the
Oh, it's
master is away.
not the top window.
I am haunted by one of the worst movies ever made. Please keep your manos and your hands on the flipper buttons at all times. I know you're in there.
Oh my god, I should have had that.
And now, player one.
You're up.
Did you hear something?
I am Torgo. I take care of the place while the master is away.
God, I am haunted by one of the worst movies ever made. Please keep your manos and your hands on the flipper buttons at all times.
Player 3 said it's the worst movie ever made.
I'll save you. This time.
Trouble.
right in the window. Let's check it out. That's showing a toil a good time.
Whoever is bitten by a werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself.
Hey, hit the left ramp.
Player 4, don't make us wait. It's your turn.
very needy.
Barbara? I thought this was a 2-ball multi-ball.
Seems you know what a Goyle likes. Use the Molotov cocktail. It's zombie happy hour. Yeah, jackpot!
Jackpot! Oh boy, junk in the trunk!
Meat on deck.
There are things down there you don't want to see!
Ball 2 locked. My gargoyles know how to flip and flop.
Press the button to stop the wheel! Full save!
Okay, you now have to weigh into the big hunt with broad appeal. Jackpot! Jackpot! Wild jackpot!
Jackpot! Oh, jackpot! Super jackpot! Super jackpot! Super jackpot! Watch this, kids! Your very own movie trailer! Insatiable!
Don't call us. We'll call you. I'll save you. This time. I heard something.
Just gotta move it a little bit.
Sergeant Jarhead!
Oh boy, now you did it. Barbara has issues. You think? Trunk multi-ball. Jackpot!
It's time to get in the house!
There's another one.
Oh, I should have had that shot.
are my security system. They see it all. Phew, that was a narrow escape. Get back in there.
Oh, don't fuck this up.
Head for the trunk.
Did someone say house? Hollywood is waiting! Heart-wrenching. From the depths of hell, corpse-like creeps. In peril.
It really spoke to me. And I said, talk to the hand.
Got a match?
Not one match. Oh, cool. I only got one match.
Welcome back. Oh, good. You brought help.
Okay, okay. I can do this. 3 modes, house party. Hey, do the thing. Just do that thing right here. Do that thing.
Don't go anywhere just yet.
Look, there comes one of them now.
Night of the Living Dead, the original zombie adventure. Let's trap this crap ASAP. Oh, poor Barbara has some baggage. And without those handy little wheels. Lock the door!
Ball one, locked.
They're not very bright, are they?
Ball two, locked.
Another zombie?
There are things down there you don't want to see.
Come on now. I was gonna do them all. Golly. Yeah, it's coming right. This is it. Game over. It didn't drop it down the middle like it to me.
And there it you have, and more rooms stood open.
Okay, all right. Yeah, buddy, you found the back door.
Focusing disintegrator. Ooh, big man with a ray gun.
Ball one, lock.
I guess bones don't disintegrate. Ball two, lock. And now for something completely different. This hunt is so wild, it's Wongo. Jackpot! My garden boils know how to flip and flop. Jackpot! Woohoo! Jackpot! Jackpot! Wild jackpot!
Ball one, lock.
There's a light on for ya. The Deadhead Family Cricket.
I'm the leading lady around here.
Enormous cranium. It looks like somebody's sneaking in the back door.
Breaking news! A member of the Washington Press Corps has just been bitten by a werewolf. And now he's haunting my house. So grab a silver bullet, darling. Now. You're not a cat person, are you?
Ball one, lock.
Get up!
getting great. Oh, sorry. Live stream, brother. Live stream. Sorry. I forgot I got a microphone up here. Well, that sucks. It does. That means I get a do-over. Do-over? I don't know. Maybe not.
Choose a host. Flash Thompson.
Let's do this!
I was on the end of house. I was there. I was taking
You got it.
I'm wasting balls. That's the worst thing, isn't it? When you watch it come down.
Boy, am I glad to see you. It's almost midnight. Open sesame.
That's not true. You already did it a couple times tonight.
Where to?
Lock up this
You're
time.
up.
Get in that back door.
Choose wisely.
Uh-oh, sneaking in the back door, eh?
That's right.
Get this guy some lotion.
Oh, 2 ball game. You'll want to suck it. Yeah.
Phew, that was a narrow escape. Get back in there.
I still have the heart to do it again, man.
Seems you know what a Goyle likes.
Hey. Little happy accident.
Rising.
Midnight. Time for unhappy hour.
First round's on me. Okay, all right. Yeah, buddy, you found the back door.
Yeah, all right.
stuck the landing.
Come on, get it in the garage, man. I gave up already.
It broke his posting match.
We've been broken like horses. I don't care about the back door anymore.
Don't go anywhere.
I didn't mean it, Daddy.
You now have to wade into the big hunt with broad appeal. Wild jackpot!
Is that like every single person's stat?
Jackpot! Jackpot!
What happens if you just ramp out for a while? Not sure, actually. Maybe advance your happy hour and your tropical balls.
Undead Fredhead.
Hit him right between the eyes. Ball one, locked. Gargoyle Olympics. Gargoyle gone wild.
Elvira's watching. Hello, baby.
Unfathomable. Altered science. Ghastly ghouls. B-movie madness.
Hey, you're right up there with the worst.
Spin it out.
It's almost midnight.
Put on your glasses.
Hey, I want to go home.
Cocktail time. My favorite time of the day.
It's like a circus, I tell ya. Ball two, locked. Here it comes.
Alluring. A nightmare in the making. A deadly vortex.
Don't call us. We'll call you.
Who wants a match?
Keep repeating. It's only a game.
No. No, I don't.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining in and showing your support tonight. If you didn't catch the stream earlier, go back and give the VOD a watch. We had the interview with Daniel Spolar from Project Pinball in regards to the Turtles dedication that we're doing tomorrow here in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Ronald McDonald's House Charities. So that dedication will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. I know they did some, talked a little bit about the new Jaws coming out. So like I said, if you didn't get a chance to see that part of it, go back and watch the VOD. That was probably about the first hour or so of the stream. Elvira hates me. I think Dalton Pinball just went live just a little bit ago. So I think they did a spot on him for his high stakes finish in Indisc on the local news there in Georgia. All right. But he's, looks like he's playing a little bit of some Iron Maiden. So if you guys get an opportunity to go check him out, tell him we said hello from Hangar Pinball. So thanks again for everyone tuning in. My name is Brandon Lake, signing off for Hangar Pinball. We'll see you guys Thursday. We'll be back at League Night here. Max match play, 6 rounds of head-to-head. So, and then we got Stayed on Saturday, which will be streamed on CJ Arcade, and then we'll be back here on Sunday streaming the women's state Oklahoma State Championships here at Magoo's on Sunday with Hangar Pinball. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a great night.